Peter Obi, who is also a presidential candidate for Labour Party, he came up on a rise this morning to say that our president, a man that is the #1 man of this country, should come out and explain his state. So by now, a man who served 8 years as a governor, you don't know his state, should tell us his background educationally. Is that right?
No. I must confess I'm distressed as a Nigerian. Having followed a prolonged identity crisis that recently played out in American courts, Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a fraudster, certificate forger, or identity thief.
I repeat, we want to unveil the true identity of Mr. Peter Obi. People should come and ask him what happened to his elder brother.
Which I will show you before you leave now, and I'll make sure I have it circulated, and I can claim to be an alumnus of some of those schools that I went for training.
The enemy of an Igbo man is an Igbo man. Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News. So the reason I'm saying the enemy of an Igbo man is an Igbo man, I want you guys to watch this particular video of what Peter Obi said during a conference and how he said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not worthy to be president because the medium he wished to become president is still disputed, and that it is illegal because he forged the result and all this and all that. So there is a reason I'm showing you this video, and I want you guys to see what the Igbo people reacted over what Peter Obi said. But first of all, listen to what he said. We'll be right back to do some messages to it.
However, where we are is beyond the courts. Where what we are talking about today is actually a challenge and a crisis to the soul of our nation, to our existence. People who are asking these questions that you have to answer everywhere, it's not this. And this is not a political matter. I want people to understand. It is no longer politics. I've said it over and over again. It is not about whether people went to school or didn't go to school. We have leaders all over the world. I've mentioned severally. They did not have formal education. The most quoted American president didn't go through formal education. And is highly respected. Lincoln. And in UK, it was a similar thing with Churchill. He was not a good student in school. And I can go on and on. People who have rich backgrounds wouldn't have opportunity of going to school. And if you recall during Clinton's problem, our respected former president of America, Jimmy Carter, said, it is not about party, it's not about where you are or what you belong or politics, but if American president have been involved in what they consider perjury, it's a difficult thing. We have a situation where we're now faced with credibility, values, and foundation of our nation. And I think I'm calling on all those that used to speak out to come out and speak out. In this country, people questioned Jonathan's PhD. Somebody said PhD is in zoology, is not for presidency. Where are the people now? We want them to come out now. So that's why I said respectfully, I'm pleading that this issue be attended to.
Thank you very much.
Having followed a prolonged identity crisis that recently played out in American court system and the controversy surrounding the authenticity of the Chicago State University credentials of Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I must confess I'm distressed as a Nigerian. In addition to the barrage of media frenzy that the matter has triggered at home and abroad, I have had the unwholesome burden of responding to embarrassing questions about the Nigerian overall credibility as a nation to privilege audience and individuals both at home and abroad in different parts of the world I've traveled recently. To the outsiders, the entire Chicago University matter, as well as Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu's many other lingering identity question marks, have further worsened Nigerian less than glorious image internationally. Uninformed outsiders now see every Nigerian as a fraudster, certificate forger, or identity thief. The controversy is unnecessary, just as the implicit global embarrassment could have been avoided. In my opinion, Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu should have saved the nation and himself this protracted embarrassment and undue anxiety. Even in this late in the day, however, Chief Ahmed Bola Tinubu still owes the nation and the world a simple debt of obligation only he can discharge. I therefore respectfully and humbly call on him to immediately and personally mount the rostrum of his present high office to perform a simple task once and for all time. He should reintroduce himself to the nation he governs and to the world for avoidance of further doubt. He should let the world know his name, his nationality, his place of birth, his parentage, the primary and secondary school he attended with dates, as well as the actual universities he attended and certificates obtained. He should indicate clearly where and when he did his national youth service. In addition, if at any time he has had a change of name, he should state so clearly and circumstance that his name itself is no crime. This is a simple task that will take only a few minutes. It requires no affidavit, prolonged court process, spokesperson, agents, or surrogates. The task is one that only Chief Bola Tinubu himself, through a direct personal statement, can perform. He must perform this task urgently in order to lay to rest, once and for the last time, the many lingering doubts and valid speculation about his true identity. A leader cannot outsource a clear, unambiguous personal statement about his identity to political surrogates, official spokespeople, lawyers, or any other person, no matter how highly placed. A matter of personal identity of a leader is too sensitive and central to the function of the office he currently occupies to be trifled with, outsourced, or disguised under the cloak of officialdom. It is about integrity, morality, values, and the rule of law that defines the character of a nation and its people. In his present capacity as a leader of a nation of over 200 million Nigerians, his true identity is a matter of grave national and international interest. The people deserve to know with certainty the true identity of their leader, and this overrides whatever rights he may have to personal privacy. In addition, the international community deserves to know the true identity of the person with whom they will engage on Nigeria. Having stood for an election of elevated office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Bola Tinubu have implicitly undertaken to cede the rights of private citizens in favor of life of open disclosure of his true identity and other circumstances that might be of public interest. His personal integrity demands no less. The legitimacy of the office he currently occupies demands that much and even more. Respect for the integrity and esteem of the Nigerian nation within the Committee of Nations makes it even more incumbent and compulsory. It is time to do the right thing. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
After I watched this particular video, I wanted to clap my hands and say bravo to presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi. But unfortunately, the Igbo people excuse my hands backward and said, why will you clap? So I want you guys to watch what this lady said over what presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, saying that he have to be arrested for treason, and these are our reasons.
His past election, and again, that takes me to today. You know, I'd already put up my speech, and suddenly I realized and I watched my own brother that I respect so much, Peter Obi, who is also a presidential candidate for Labour Party. He came up on a rise this morning to say that our president, a man that is the #1 man of this country, should come out and explain his state. So by now, a man who served 8 years as a governor, you don't know his state, should tell us his background educationally. Is that right?
No.
What am I trying to say here? It's an insult to Nigeria as a nation for you to call out our president, who was massively supported and elected and confirmed and validated as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to come and stand before who? To say he's from this state, from this country, from this region, from the locality. Does he owe us that?
No.
What president owe us now is to take us to our destination of choice. So I'm disappointed in a man that I respect so much, my brother, who stood firm to run for the Igbos. It may not be turned now, but it could come in future. But whatever he does now is going to play out in future. So let us be cautioned, and let all Igbos not be misled by this press interview that our own brother Peter Obi granted their rights. Thank you. On this note, I once again call on my darling brothers and sisters, the Igbos from the Eastern region, to please embrace peace and unity.
No.
Some of these Igbo people are power hunger because they don't really care about the whole Southeast or the full East region. All they care is just their stomach infrastructures, what they want to benefit under this government. I really don't think that this lady of a thing will just come out to be saying all this if you have not been paid. Even as that, would you have to stand up against your own person? So I don't really know why this woman is talking this way. So I want to hear from you guys in the comment section.
True identity of the man called Mr. Peter Obi, who is using the identity of his dead brother. I repeat, we want to unveil the true identity of Mr. Peter Obi, who is using the identity of his brother. Mr. Peter Obi name on the NYC certificate, the one on the University of Nigeria and Nsukka certificate and WAEC are different. Who and what is his elder brother name? Where is he and what happened to him? Gentlemen of the press, the attention of Labour Party have been drawn to Mr. Peter Obi's needless and unwarranted war press conference on Wednesday, 11th of October 2023, where he accused the President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces. People should come and ask him what happened to his elder brother, what killed him. 2, why did he not allow his elder brother wife to remarry or leave his house? Why is he using only his school certificate and so on? We want Peter Obi to deny this allegation, and we are ready to bring out more facts.
Well, in all of this, I want you guys to watch what Kenneth Okonkwo said, that some people are just being mouthpiece, talking anyhow out there just because they are getting favor from the present President Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime. So I want you guys to watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
And some people are out there being mouthpiece to a failed organization that could not even live up to the dictates of the law. They just brought up figures and announced to the whole world, shamefully, after months of such declaration, 18,088 uploaded results are still blurred, blank, and nothing given by INEC. There is no court judgment that can overrule that, because we were given such things from the INEC IREF portal. So what we are saying is not about who won or lost. We are saying that election should be free, fair, and credible. Credible means believable. Justice should not only be done, it should be seen as done. Please, if you have seen the results, polling unit by polling unit, either based on original unmutilated from EC8A or electronically stored and uploaded results of INEC, polling unit by polling unit, in 176,000 units, polling units in Nigeria, please show me. And I will be willing to toe your line. You can't come to bamboozle Nigerians. A man who failed election in his own state, failed election in the FCT, couldn't get 25%, failed election in the national chairman state, failed election in his DG campaign state, all those states that are visible, unmanipulable. He failed. And then you're coming to tell me to believe that he won. On what grounds? There is an organization that the Constitution mandated to undertake, organize elections. And the law compelled them to update these results and show the world. They failed. Until today, even after the election, they failed. So whoever is telling you that anybody won that election is a conjecture. And this is no matter what the court says. Because statutory laws in our hierarchy of laws in Nigeria is superior to decided cases. And time has come when we should be holding the judiciary accountable to statutory laws. They do not have the right to make laws. The only right they have is to interpret it. I have given you a section of the law that compelled INEC, even at the risk of sending them to jail. And I'm telling you today, they have not given us the results. If you have seen the results, let me know. And as long as those results are hidden in shadows, not in substance, whatever is the result, whatever is the declaration by the court, you cannot convince anybody anywhere in the world.
All right, so I watched this video to the very end. So I want you guys to tell me what you think about the APC Igbo group leader, in that she said Peter Obi should be arrested and she used to have respect for him, or thing. He was granted this interview by Rise News and he was saying all those kind of things. So I want to hear from you in the comment section. What are your thoughts about what our big brother also said, Kenneth Okonkwo? Comment your thoughts in the comment section. All right, until we meet again, stay tuned, Plan B TV. Please ensure that you click on like button, and if you do, if you like, please also share. If it is the first time coming across our content, please subscribe. Until we meet again, stay tuned. Peace out.
I said now who they yes on Plan B TV. Plan B TV. Everybody make you welcome to Plan B TV. I'll give you the news I see the hot up. You subscribe and give them thumbs up. Now they go give you the updates. They are the new blocks in the town. Now they go give you the gist though. Now they go give you all the news, cause it's kind of weather you need all the fun, oh. I said now who they is on a Plan B TV. Plan B TV. I said now who they is on a Plan B TV. Plan B TV. I said now who